everyone, my name is Amy. Welcome to my channel, Kawaii to Stitches, where we talk about adorable cross stitch. This is Flosstube number 2. Hi, welcome back everyone. Thank you to everyone who watched my first Flosstube video. It was very sweet of you to watch, and thank you for all the nice things that people said. And hi to everyone who I've met before and who watched my video. I miss y'all. I hope I can stitch with you again soon. So, as I said before, welcome to my second Flosstube video. My plan for today is I want to talk about the things that I've worked on in the past month, as well as a little finishes parade of everything I've finished here in Taiwan. So, let's get started. But first, a little bit about, it's been a month. I can tell you a little bit about what I've been doing. So, I told you all before, I'm a English teacher at a cram school, so on Friday, we had our last day of classes for the term, so now I'm on my 3-week vacation. Yay! So I get to take 3 weeks off to just relax and chill and cross stitch and do things around the house that I want to do and go on adventures out in the city. So I'm excited for my 3-week vacation. Yay! And then this past weekend we also went on a trip to Alishan, which is like a popular mountain tourist destination here in Taiwan. It was me, my husband, and my in-laws, and we had a lot of fun, and I loved the weather. I got to walk along these beautiful trails and see pretty flowers and look at some beautiful trees and just feel the nice cool mountain weather, which was a great refresher for the summer heat. I also got to stitch on the car ride. Yay. So, speaking of stitching, let's get started. So, my first piece that I worked on that I haven't finished, because I've finished 2 things. So the first thing I worked on that I haven't finished is Little Red Riding Hood by Sew to Stitch. So, I'll try to put a picture of what it looked like before. Did I do it? Did I succeed? And here's what it looks like now. So this is 10 hours of work. Let me explain that. So when I decide what I'm gonna work on of my projects that I have, I use a decisions wheel app in my phone, and I've got everyone in the wheel, they have their own little pie piece, and I spin that, and that tells me what to pull out of the drawer. So, and also I've decided now that I'm attempting this Flosstube thing, that since I want to do it every month, in a month I'll only work on something for 1 10-hour period, which was pretty important that I made that decision this month, because one of my projects, my wheel, was just like, work on this. And I was like, can I work on something else? But anyways, so the first thing was Little Red Riding Hood. And she's super cute. I got to work on Grandma and the bed down there and this little bouquet of flowers. And down here I'm working on Grandma's house over the river and through the woods. So it's super cute. And I'm at that really sweet point for me in a cross stitch piece where I'm getting close to the finish line. This is close to the finish line for me. So I get super excited, and I love working on it because I just love looking at it because I have so much done. So I think that should be about another 20 to 30 hours, depending on how fast I stitch. We'll see. So let's put that away. Back in the bag. So hopefully I'll be finishing that this year. So the next thing I worked on was the thing my decisions wheel was just obsessed with. And that was Pretty Little Seattle. So I'll try to put a picture of where I was at before so that you can see I did something. I did do something. Here she is. Ta-da! Yay! So I did a lot on this one, actually. Like, I finished the Space Needle, and I didn't have this whole, like, Columbia Center area over here. I did all of that in the 10 hours. So, it's coming along. Also, I forgot to tell you last time. So I'm making up for it now. This is actually on, like, the fabric is a 32 count Jobelan in the color Spring Morning by Color and Cotton. I forgot to tell you that last time. My bad. I'm sorry. It's so pretty. I love this blue. Yeah. But it's still got a ways to go. That might not get done this year. We'll see. If my decision wheel is still obsessed with Seattle, maybe it'll get done. Who knows? Certainly not me. I let fate decide. Yeah. So, the next thing I worked on, if you watched my first video, do you remember what was in this bag? Take a guess. Quick trivia moment. See if you were listening. Just kidding, that was a month ago. This is Pumpkinville by Frosted Pumpkin. So I put 10 hours in on this. I'll put in a picture of where I was at before. Hopefully, if that works, if I figure it out. This is this one. So, as you know, I had already finished this top part. So what I worked on, lie down, hold, and hey. So what I actually worked on, I had part of this palm tree done, so I finished the palm tree and did everything else in this July section. So I'm thinking the next time I pull this out, I should be able to finish like this July section, the beach house. And then I should be able to work on the next part, August, which is a school. So, yeah. Next time I pick this up, should be done with this block here. So exciting! It's so cute, isn't it? Speaking of Frosted Pumpkin, is anyone else excited for the snow globe ornaments coming out? I am. I really want to do the ornaments because I haven't really done ornaments, and if they're on like, if I do them on like perforated paper, I've never worked on perforated paper before. That would be such a fun like thing to learn and thing to do. So I can't wait for the snow globes. I think I want to do them. I think I really want to do them. Okay. So the next thing that I have is, take a guess. What was in this bag? Do you know? Okay. So the next one was Peridot from Birthstones 2 by Soda Stitch. Ooh, I think you can see the sparkles in the fabric. Pretty. Okay, so I worked on her. So last time you saw her, all she had, she was a sad start. All I had was like her arm and then like some of her face, I think like the outline of her face. So I finished her face, and then I did her hair and this and the Peridot over here, and I gave her a second arm because she didn't want to have one arm. She wanted two. So, I'll tell you something. I thought it was funny. So while I was working on her face, like I didn't know if I wanted to do her eyes right away, because I knew if I did her eyes, I was gonna do the back stitching. But I was looking at her with just like the skin and the cheeks, and I was like, she looks a little bit creepy. So I gave her a face. So she has a face. And then I think I said this last time, but I changed her hair color to be the same hair color as Diamond in the other pack, because I wanted to darken her hair a little bit. Also, I was worried she would look too much like Amethyst if I kept her original hair color. So I think it was okay to change it. And I think it looks nice. And I think also when I get the back stitching in, it'll look less like less flat. It'll look more dynamic when I get the back stitching in. Look at me, I can speak English. Yay. Okay, so that's her. And honestly, I think I can finish Peridot next time. Not I think I can. I will finish Peridot next time I pick her up. And then I can work on the next one. Which off the top of my head I forgot what it was, and it's gonna bother me if I don't know what it is. Sapphire. I'm having fun. Are you having fun? I love vacation. So the last thing in this like whip pile that I have was what I took with me to Alishan, and that is Thumbelina by Soda Stitch. So put a picture of what it looked like before. Hey. And so this is what it looks like now. Yay! Okay, so I finished the fish. I did their back stitching. I did this little mole right here. And this, I also did the border as I went. And then I finished up on this little fairy prince over here. Look at that mole. I'll be honest with you, I didn't enjoy working on him because I didn't find him very cute. But I know he's not, I don't think he's supposed to be the most adorable creature in the world. I think that's the point. But I'm glad I finished him because he wasn't as fun to work on, and I think I'll like to work on the little fairy prince more. So that's Thumbelina. Yay. We'll put her back. If you're into this kind of stuff and you ever want to do like the Soda Stitch like story squares, highly recommend. They're so much fun and they bring you so much satisfaction. At least they bring me so much satisfaction. So that's all for the unfinished WIPs that will get worked on in the future. So now we're gonna move into my finishes. So first off, I said I was going to show you this in the last video, and I remembered. So I think I'll show you now. So last time I said that I had been working on Rapunzel by Brooks Books, and I also said that I only had the DMCs done, which was totally, apparently not true. I haven't worked on this in like, probably like a year. So I guess I forgot. I actually have all the Krynics in too. I just need beads and then all the other stuff. So here is Rapunzel. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know what fabric this is on, but I know it's really pretty. So I picked this like this brownish fabric with like hints of like reds and a bit of green in there, because you know that if you've seen Tangled, you know the scene where they're like on the boat and there's the lanterns and they're singing that song. I wanted something that like a color of fabric that would give me that like warm feeling when they were like putting all like the lanterns, they were singing that really pretty song. So that's why I picked this fabric. And I feel like it's turning out really pretty, and I really want to finish it. Pretty. But I can't finish it here. So this is a, did I say this already? Yeah, I did. This is Brooks Books Rapunzel. And so there's a part of me that wants to ask my mom if she'll send me the stuff for the next one that I'm gonna do, which is Anna. Because I took this out of the bag and I looked at it and I was like, oh, it's so pretty. And I was like, I want to do another one. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think I should try to work on the next one? Mom, you're watching this video. What do you think? I'm excited to work on more of these. So, like I said before, like there's 12 of these. And so she and I are splitting them. I'm doing 6 of them and she's doing 6 of them. And so, like when they came out, so the first two were Cinderella and Snow White. And so I did Cinderella, she did Snow White. And then the next two were Belle and Kaguya. She did Belle, I did Kaguya. And then every like two that have come out, we've like kind of decided who was gonna do which one. And we've been working on these for a while, so. I'm sorry, I'm like in like a fangirl moment of just like thinking about them. But I'll continue on, because you don't need to be here for my moment. Okay, so that's Rapunzel. So, now for the moment. All of the finishes I've done. So, I don't know if you noticed, that big Prairie Bloom sampler that I told you that I had to finish last time. I finished it! But I don't have it, so I'm gonna try to put a picture of it here. And so let me explain. Sorry. Okay, so let me explain. There was like something coming up on the screen and I need to get rid of it. I filmed that first Flosstube video on the Monday, and then on Tuesday I uploaded it to YouTube, and then so by Thursday I had finished that whole bottom corner. And then so finished it on Thursday, and then Saturday I gave it to my pastor's wife, and then the next week, I think on like Monday, she went back to the States. I told you I had to finish it. I had to finish it. So that's all done. Yay! I calculated it too. I started it on February 23rd this year, and I finished it on June 23rd. So exactly 4 months. 196 hours of stitching in 4 months to finish that. And it was so worth it. It was so pretty. And so I really hope that she enjoys it and that she puts it up all on the wall in their condo, and that they can have a peaceful retirement. So that's done. My second finish this month. I didn't mention this in my previous video when I told you about my WIPS, because I didn't know if I was gonna finish this. And you're gonna see what it is and you're gonna be like, why wouldn't you just finish that? Let me explain. So when I first came to Taiwan in 2019, I was living about 20 minutes north of where I live now. And I was working on this piece, and somehow it got some dust on it, and I was so mad at myself, and I was just so disappointed in myself, and I was like, so I threw it in like a bag, and I was just like, if I ever feel like finishing it, I'll finish it. But I was just really disappointed in myself that I got a little bit of dust on it. And so I rolled a new start in my decisions wheel, and I was like digging through what I wanted to do. And I found this piece, and I was looking at it, and I took it out of the bag, and I picked like the 2 or 3 pieces of dust on it, and I was like, it's fine. Why was I so upset about it? And so I quickly forgave myself like 2.5 years later, and I finished this piece. So I bet you're wondering, like, Amy, what is it? What did you finish? I'll show you. So it's Sun, Shore, and Waves Galore. So I think it's actually called Waves Galore by Frosted Pumpkin. And I don't know what this fabric is, but I know it's like it's either, I think it's a 28 count. It's an even weave. But it's like a sandy color. So I finished this in like a couple hours. It was so close to done. Last time I was working on it, I had all of the border done. I had the top, I had the sun, shore, and then I had the sunglasses done, and I was almost done with the beach ball. That's how far I was when I put this away. So that took me like no time at all. And I'm glad it's done. And it's fine. It's not dusty. Oh my goodness. I'm so dramatic. So dramatic. Put that on top. So, another thing I finished. Another Frosted Pumpkin. Which better? This is actually of the Frosted Pumpkins, I think this is the only one I've done on linen. So it's kind of like a, again, I don't know what it is, sorry, but it's this like gray, not gray, it's like a, yeah, it's like a muted green with some purple in it that I put this on. Yeah. Cute, huh? I really like these seasonal sayings. I said that in the first video. I really like them. They're so fast and they just turn out so cute. I hope I can finish them, like fully finish them one day. So another one is, I love fall most of all. Frosted pumpkin, seasonal saying. You can't tell the fabric, but it's kind of like a pink, like a really light pink, like a warm pink. Which really, I feel like really works for this because there's a lot of reds and pinks in it. Did I just say to myself? Do you talk to yourself too? I certainly do. Another one. So April showers bring May flowers. Itch my nose. Okay. And this is on, what color is this? How to explain? It's like a really like greenish cream color that this is on. What do you think? Another one is Stars, Stripes, and Liberty's Lights, Frosted Pumpkin seasonal sayings. This one is on like a, it's on a blue, like a really light blue, but you can't tell in the fabric, but there's like, sorry, I just saw like a speck of dust on it. I gotta get it off. So, but there's a lot of sparkles in it too, and so, I don't know, you can kind of, I can see it a little bit over here on the camera. I don't know if you can, but I can. So yeah. And then, I've got a couple more of these ones, these seasonal sayings. I really love them. I devoured them when I first moved here. Summer nights and bonfire lights. Frosted pumpkin. This fabric, I think it's actually, it's the same kind of fabric as the other one. It's just a little bit more purple, but it's also sparkly. And I think all of these are 28 count. Even weave. Except for the linen one, obviously. And then I have Gobble Till You Wobble. Isn't this one really cute? I feel like I picked a good fabric for this one. It's like a dark gray, not gray, dark, like a dark tan, but not too dark that it would swallow the browns in it, but not too light that you couldn't see the white and the gray. That's always my goal. I have to see my colors. Sometimes I fail when I pick fabrics, but usually I'm pretty okay with what I pick. The last one from these Frosted Pumpkin ones is, oh my god, I think this one's my favorite of all the Frosted Pumpkin like seasonal saying ones, because it's just so funny. Is it not? Is it just me? Do I like corny jokes? Do you like corny jokes? Yeah, this one's super cute. I love it. I can't wait to finish these into something. I don't know how I will finish these. If you got any ideas, let me know. I just know I can't finish them here in Taiwan. So, another thing I have is all my birthstones. So I'll show you all of those, because I told you I would show you all of those last time. So let's do those real quick. These are all on a 28 count crystal earthen Lucana, I think. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. So the first one's Garnet. Her I actually started in the States. She was my plane, my plane project. So when I was in airports on my way to Taiwan, I was working on her. And then I have Amethyst. Ooh, and these are done on the call for colors for the most part. Thing about my birthstones and all my soda stitch, because I use even weave, I do fractional stitches. So like if the back stitch goes like diagonally through one stitch, I'll do like the quarter stitches. Yeah, like the quarter stitches with like the color on each side, so that it feels like it's more inside the lines. I also changed the thing that they're standing on. Instead of using, there was like a very light brown and then like a darker brown for the back stitch. I'm using DMC 3072 with DMC 414 for the back stitch because I wanted them to stand on more of like a stone gray color. This one I changed because, so my husband's birthday is in March, so his birthstone is amethyst. I made her hair really, really dark because my husband has like dark hair. So I made her match. This is aquamarine. She kind of looks like my husband's cousin to me. Then I have diamond. These are all done on the same fabric. Ooh, little dusties. Okay. An emerald. I remember I was doing her. I made this one before we got married, before we were even engaged. I think we were. I remember working on her for like a holiday. Because I was at my in-laws' house. My current in-laws. They weren't my in-laws back then. Dusty something. And Pearl. She's pretty cute, isn't she? And then the last one, Ruby. She's all the called for colors. I like how it's like a little heart. I think that's really cute. Okay. So, another one I did. This is, I don't remember what the fabric is for this. This is Gingerbread Lane by Frosted Pumpkin. I'm not as proud of myself with the fabric choice on this one because some of my colors don't stand out as much. But it's okay, because you learn. I've learned from my mistakes. So, this is that. Also, I've learned which colors to use and which colors to switch. Like if I were to go back in, if I could go back in time, I would probably make these more of a. I probably would have used B5200 on these snowflakes instead of. I think I'm using 727, which is blue. That's that, but I still really like it because I've done the Christmas Town one and I've done the Halloween Town one, so I really enjoy these little like street scenes for Frosted Pumpkin. And then I've got, I don't even know what this one is called, I apologize, this little like Easter, I think it was a freebie. That was like just something I just quickly did. It's got this little heart bead, button, bead. It's got this little heart up here. Yeah. Another Frosted Pumpkin. This was, I think I finished this when I lived in Lingya district, which is the second apartment I lived in. This is Fancy a Cuppa. Oh, by Frosted Pumpkin, all called for colors. Don't remember what the fabric is, but it's a cream color. 28 count, even weave. So, I had brought 3 of the Soda Stitch little storybook squares. So this is the only one that's done right now. This is Alice in Wonderland. It's also done on like a 28 count even weave, and the color is, it's like a cream color. See, I think they turn out okay with the 2 because I told you before, I do the 2 strands of back stitch on these ones, because the first one I did, I was pretty new to stitching, and I started to do that. So that's that one. I think it looks good. I'm happy with it. It's my cross stitch piece. As long as I think it looks good, then we're fine. And this is Pretty Little Hawaii. Oh, you can't see the color of the fabric really well. It's like a, I think this is a hand-dyed fabrics by Stephanie fabric, but it's like a tan with like reddish pinks in it, because I thought it would look like the sunset, and I didn't want to use like anything that was too close. I really wanted, especially the water, I wanted the water to really pop off the fabric, so that's why I picked this one, and I'm pretty happy with it. Look at those whales! Aren't they adorable? Yes, Amy, they're adorable. Thank you. Okay, the last thing I have is my Sue Hillis Designs Dessert of the Month Club. And I've finished all but 3 of them. So I figure I'll show you the ones that I have done. Thank you for, I know this video is already like 31 minutes, so thank you for sticking around. I think the ones after this should get shorter because I'm not showing you like a ton of stuff, but it's also been really nice for me to like go back through my old stuff, because I'm proud of all the things that I finished, and I really hope I can fully finish them. So this is the top part, the header, Dessert of the Month Club. This was the first thing I did. I did it all in order. Good job, Amy. And this is on a 28 count lamb's wool Joblin. So let's get through the desserts here. So I've got January, little cream puff hot cocoa. It's bothering me. You can see the back stitch lines if I hold it up in the light like that. So I'm gonna put my hand behind it. Cause like, because it's up in the air, you can see through it and the light's shining through it, so I can see that I jumped around with some of my back stitch. But if I put something behind it, you're not gonna see it. Haha. January, February, which is a box of chocolates. Oh, and meaningful. So I actually worked on this one when my mom came to visit me. And my dad was here too. So when my mom and dad came to visit back in 2020, I was working on this. So this warms my heart, because that was the last time I saw them, was 2020. And then I've got March, a few shamrock cookies. April, which is a carrot cake. Sorry, I'm like looking at them in the camera and I'm like, oh, it's so cute. But I feel like you should feel that way about your stitching. You should look at it and think, I really like that. Whatever you like to stitch. This is May, a strawberry shortcake. That sounds like something I would really like to eat. I really want a strawberry shortcake. That would be fun. Sorry, I had like my throat, because I think the air conditioner, because it's blowing right on me, is like, hooey. Then I've got June, which is a wedding cake. So cute. I gotta explain to you, the thing I really like about this wedding cake here is how like the pink in the bottom of the cake tiers, how the pink changes color as you go down and it gets darker, and I think, like when you look at it, it looks so cool. I could look at this one for days. Then July. Oh, these are all done on the same fabric, by the way. This, like the same cut of fabric. My ice cream cones. Little patriotic ice cream cones. August, which is a watermelon. Also, like, these are so pretty. I love working on them, because if you look, like, they go out in like the color variation. It's so nicely designed. I love it. Also, these stitch up pretty quickly, so they feel super like successful. September, which is a cookie jar. And now I gotta plug her ears from this one. I think of all of them, this one's my least favorite. You didn't hear that? Shh. I think of all of them, this one's my least favorite, but I still like it. And then the next one is actually, so far, personal feelings. Of all of the ones, I think this one's my favorite. And that's October, these cupcakes. They're so cute. And the border, like the candy corn. Sorry, I do that. I gotta stop doing that. I do like a raspberry every time I like get stuck on my words. A lot of times because the reason I do that is when I teach and I stumble on my words, I do it and then my kids laugh because I think it's funny and it's entertaining. But I'm in a different setting, so I'll try to stop. Look at those candy corns though. They're so cute. I have a question. Do you like candy corn? I like candy corn. I like the taste of it, but I've learned that that's actually not that popular. Let me know if you like candy corn. Totally random, but I like it, and I feel like I'm the only person that likes it. Do I have any friends out there? Okay, so that's all I have for my finished pieces. I keep them all in this like scarf here. So move the scarf. So I guess the last thing I'm gonna show you is what I'm about to start working on, because before I made this video, I put all my stuff for Thumbelina away. I put her threads away, and I spun my decision wheel to see what I work on next. So take a guess. What do you think I'm gonna work on next? I'm waiting for your guesses. I'm listening. Okay, so I'm gonna work on Dessert of the Month Club. And I'm gonna work on November, which is a pumpkin pie. So that's what the wheel decided I would do. So that's what I'm gonna do. So this is what I'm gonna work on. So I've got it all ready to go. Got my fabric, got my Q-snap. And I've got all of my threads on my little ring, ready to go. So that's what I'm gonna start working on this week. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some stitching done. Let me know if you have any like thoughts or anything you want to see, or if you like have any ideas for if you have any ideas for how I can finish some of my stuff. Let me know, because I just like stitching. I don't like stitch things with a plan to finish them into anything usually. So let me know if you have any ideas. I don't have any. So thanks for coming by today. I hope you have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, night. I don't know what time you stitch. And I'll see you next time. I'll see you next month, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.